All right. Hello, everyone. Let me get some water. My voice is a little raspy. Let's come in. I have seven. I just live streamed about seven last night. Seven is the number of um, spiritual and the natural connection, things in the natural, things in the spiritual. As the first 6 days, Jesus just focused on the creation in the book of Genesis of natural things, things in nature, things in the earth realm, things in the universe. So I got seven people live right now. Thank you all. Come in, hit that like and share button, and seven new signups today in the business. So network marketing people is anything in network marketing with that offers financial services is going to multiply your income greatly. So that's all I'm talking about: how to multiply your money, increase your credit scores, lower your bills, and invest in assets that's affordable. So again, come in, hit that like and share button if you would like to know more about it. Text Rich to 254-279-5515. Let's dive right into this. Um, Now, central bank's digital currency is coming between May and July of next year. So the Fed is to launch its Fed Now instant payment. This was actually released on yesterday at a time, according to Keto News, when cryptocurrency payments are experiencing a uptick in adoption, evidenced by Iran approving. Did you all know that? Did you all know that? We need to cover that. Iran and Russia on yesterday. Let me see if you all can see the screen. Breaking news. They make moves to allow cryptos to be used for payments for imports, furthering taking away any type of use cases or use between Russia, Iran, China, BRICS, which is Brazil, Iran, China, South Africa, nations coming together: Brazil, Iran, China, South Africa, accepting their own global currency system. And the first time in years and decades, now Israel has added the yuan to its central banks, right? So China, the year of the dragon, aka tiger, again, yeah. So central bank Iran signaled a deeper realm of cryptocurrencies, mines, and trade. Approved the use of cryptos for imports for a heavily sanctioned nation. Now they have approved the use of cryptos for trade and to pay for food and electricity. Listen at this, or look at this and listen. Approved to use of cryptos, trade, and pay fuel and electricity for Bitcoin, BTC, and crypto miners in the country. So this comes in just weeks after the Iran's trade development approved its first import under that cryptocurrencies as a payment method worth 10 million just for the input of cars. So under these new regulations, any goods can be imported to Iran and paid for using cryptocurrencies, a move which has pretty much said U.S. sanctions had worked around the United States sanctions and the economy of the United States national currency, which means it weakens the dollar. So back to the Fed Now payment that the federal released is Fed Now payment. They have brought out that the U.S. Federal Reserve has timed the window to launch its first Fed Now instant payments. This will happen between May and July And so, also, what this means is people that will have to utilize or use the Fed now payments, aka also a form of central bank's digital currency. They said that this is a stepping stone to eventually bring in the central bank's digital currency. So that means any people or persons that has to be on this Fed now currency will be locked out of that opportunity to buy assets. The government, the Fed, will control what you cannot buy, what you can buy, the time period in which that money has to be sent, as we see BTC back at 20,000 and Ethereum with the 555 up 0.20%, Bitcoin up 0.55% today. According to press release, the Fed now will be open to federal institutions, allowing them to facilitate instant payments for consumers and businesses, giving customers immediate full access to funds. The platform is already in pilot phase, right? And with more than 120 organizations participating. So that's great news for XLM and XRP. Although, I'm still up in the air about will XRP really be that currency that is going to bring you great returns, because the speed, the quickness of the transfer with XRP is going to be so fast that I don't see it being a value coin that's going to hold any high value because of the super fast transactions that the banks will use when using this system. But at any rate, right now, 120 organizations, including lender, U.S. bank, and payment processor, will utilize this. Instant payments are increasingly important to consumers and businesses, and the ability to provide this service will be critical. They're saying criticals, critical for financial institutions to remain competitive. Also, crypto banks, one step closer. Again, you all, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for saying hello and coming in. You all share the live stream, hit that like and share button. Now, crypto banks are one step, banks are one step closer to reality under the new Fed guidance. Approving master account access is a milestone for crypto banks. So the U.S. Federal Reserve detailing how crypto banks can secure master account access, something these banks have wanted, they said, for over a year, and open to letting crypto companies and other novel entities access global payment. So why it matters, a handful of cryptocurrencies sought out bank charters. The reason for doing so in some cases is that being a bank means no longer needing a bank intermediary to access global financial system. What that means is no longer needing a third party. Regardless of the reason, last week release provided a shot of adrenaline to efforts, and so they will publicize or publish its finalization, and having banks, financial institution, having access to these master accounts to help the Fed in a monetary policy, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So good news for my crypto people. Crypto and silver, blue chip crypto, that is, will make people thousandaires or millionaires, depending on how much money that they have to invest in it and how long they can hold their money in it. That's both with silver and blue chip cryptos. Also, Bed Bath and Beyond today announces that they are laying off 150 store closures. This is because they're saying they're struggling business. They announced layoffs, and so this will happen. A lot of Bed Bath and Beyond store closing is going on. So people, again, I tell people right now, having a B plan is best, B for best. Having a B plan and this new world economic system um, is smart, it's financially smart, and it's intelligent. Um, I tell people the Bible is a very practical book. And one of the things that Joseph did in a food famine was he sold grain, right, food to the Egyptians. He sold. He did not open up a free food bank. He did not give them free food. He sold. And I actually had someone to comment on my video that I live streamed this morning about the sinner's wealth is that Joseph had faith. And people, you know what? People need to stop adding and taking away things from the Bible and wanting to interpret the Bible and change the Bible um, to fit their belief system, right? The Bible says Joseph sold, right? It's right here. See, when the famine had spread over the whole country, and the number 7 years of abundance came to an end. People, there's a time in your life that you should make a financial pivot because the financial system never stays the same. It always changes. In fact, recessions have been happening like clockwork every 10 years or 12 years. And so, for example, when 2008 came along, I was like, the best thing I did in 2008 housing market crash was purchase my home, and now I had six figures in equity. I purchased my home when when it was on sale. I didn't purchase it at the all-time high, right? Or when it took the dip. And so when Egypt began to feel famine and people cried to Pharaoh for food, Pharaoh told all the Egyptians, go to Joseph and do what he tells you to do. When the famine spread over the country, Joseph opened the storehouses and sold grain to the Egypt. He sold. And it's so many people that say, I do not like selling. I don't want to sell. Even if it means that they don't want to tell friends and family about an opportunity that can help them financially. But King Solomon, the richest man in the world, um, Joseph came rich in the famine. They sold. And they didn't sell people something they didn't need. They sold people something that they needed, that they hungered for. They didn't give it to them. And a lot of times the poor wants the wealthy and rich to have pity on them and give them things for free. And people, I'm going to tell you, that's a government poverty mentality that has been passed on and, inflicted upon many people, their mentality, and it's not even biblically in alignment. Because the Bible also says if a man does not work, he should not eat. So now we also have Russia that's cutting off natural gas supply, which is going to happen in the United States as well. But Russia is cutting off this natural gas supply too. And people, look, I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just trying to tell you how to prepare. I would rather tell you um, the ugly truth than a pretty lie. And some people don't like the truth. But according to the Bible, the truth is what sets you free. And people do not like the truth. They like to live in an illusion. They like to live in their fantasy world. But people, faith is just Hebrews 11:11. Faith is just the foundation for what you need. It is not all what you need. Faith is just that critical foundation. For example, if you wanted me to build you a house, I couldn't start that without you having your foundation in order. That's having faith, having your imagination, having your mind, your belief system should be backed by actions, because faith without works, faith without the right corresponding actions are dead. So Russia deepens, they cut off. And why did this matter? Because Russia, Saudi Arabia, they supply so much oil to the United States. The United States lost millions of barrels of oil today as well. So now Russia cuts off Europe, right? Which is going to affect the United States. Not only that, which means gas prices increase, but China shut down their electronic hub. Now, what does this mean? Well, they said they had very little COVID cases, but they still shut down the world's largest electronics market. This is going to affect public transportation and new lockdowns. And this just happens. This just happened August the 29th. So again, this is not to scare you. This is to prepare you. Most people are going to, or no, I won't say most, those people who are not positioned for this wealth transfer are going to sink deeper, are going to go deeper into a financial reset, but in a negative way. So this is the largest electronics and public transportation supplier as well. So what happens in China and other outside countries are going to desperately affect the United States as well. So test cash flow if you want to get your cash flow up, multiply your money, if you want to increase your credit scores at the same time. And if you are interested in investing in silver, which will be used for 5G and when they roll out this new central bank's digital currency in May of 2023, between May and July, also will be used for 5G Wi-Fi phone batteries, et cetera, where you can purchase silver at wholesale price, both, and get additional income. Visit queenofcoinsilver.com. Also, cash flow will get you additional income as well. And if you are a business owner, or if you are employed, you have a job, you will definitely want to get the advantages of 470 tax deductions added to your paycheck or added to the money you're making at your 1099 already, because with the government and Biden um, adding 87,000 new tax agents to the IRS, this is definitely going to cause more tax audits and smaller tax refund. So you want to position yourself with it's some psycho people, I tell you, on social media. Um, so you definitely want to position yourself, right? Position yourself for this wealth transfer and to have more tax deductions and to increase the money that you're already making, right? Double the money that you're already making. So I'm signing out. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You all be safe, be blessed. And being blessed means financially blessed as well. Queen out.